Have you ever wondered this? A person may have a luxurious house, an expensive car, a bank account filled with numbers most people can only dream of. But inside, they live in fear, anxiety, and constant restlessness. Is that truly wealth? Meanwhile, another person lives simply, owns little, yet wakes up every morning feeling light, peaceful, and free, not having to compare themselves to anyone, not chasing anything endlessly. Can you call that person poor? That simple question opens the door to one of the most profound philosophies ever passed down through ancient wisdom. He who knows contentment is truly rich. In the modern world, we live in an age overflowing with material abundance, yet deeply deprived of spiritual grounding. Many of us are not running because we want to reach somewhere meaningful. We run only because we see others running. We join a race without a clear destination, driven by ambition, comparison, and the endless hunger for more, and even more. But the more we chase, the more out of breath we become. The more we have, the more we feel lacking. The tighter we try to hold on, the faster things slip away. It is at that moment the words of Lao Tzu echo like a bell of awakening. To know that you have enough is to be rich. Knowing contentment does not mean giving up dreams. It does not mean laziness, mediocrity, or refusing to grow. Contentment means you pursue your dreams without being controlled by greed, without being trapped by fear, without allowing society to push you into a corner because you believe what I have now is never enough. Strangely, the greatest trap in life is not poverty itself, but feeling impoverished even when you have everything. In Eastern philosophy, knowing enough is considered a state of awakening. Lao Tzu said, "He who knows enough is enough will always have enough." Confucius said, "Do not complain about heaven or blame others. Reflect on yourself, that is enough." And the Buddha taught, "Desire is the root of suffering." Different masters, different eras, same truth. Humans do not suffer because they truly lack. They suffer because their minds believe they lack. Today, social media quietly impoverishes many people, not financially, but emotionally. We scroll endlessly, comparing our lives to the polished highlight reels of strangers. We see others succeed and ask ourselves, why am I not like them? We see what others have, and suddenly what we have feels small. Comparison kills joy. It drains the soul. It blinds us to the blessings already in our hands. When you spend your life chasing the shadow of someone else, you will forever see only the emptiness within yourself. There is a famous story about the philosopher Diogenes and Alexander the Great. One day, Alexander visited Diogenes and found him lying under the sunlight with nothing but a cloak and an old barrel. Alexander asked him, "Is there anything I can grant you?" Diogenes replied, "Yes, please move aside. You are blocking my sunlight." Hearing this, Alexander turned to his generals and said, "If I were not Alexander, I would wish to be Diogenes." The most powerful king in the world envied a man who owned nothing, because Diogenes possessed something even an empire could not give: inner freedom. It becomes clear, having much does not make you rich. Being free from attachment does. True wealth is not about accumulation. It is about liberation, from craving, from comparison, from fear. But knowing enough does not mean ignoring ambition. In fact, the person who knows enough is the most effective at pursuing dreams. They work with clarity, not desperation. They take risks without fear of loss. They do not need applause, validation, or recognition. They act because they choose to, not because they feel inadequate. A mind that is not missing anything becomes unstoppable. A person who does not know contentment lives in constant fear. Fear of losing, fear of falling behind, fear of not being enough. Such a person drinks like someone drinking seawater. The more they drink, the thirstier they become. But the one who knows enough drinks from a quiet spring, just enough water, and they stop at the right moment. Look at your own life. Many things you once chased desperately. When you finally got them, the excitement didn't last long. A new phone excites you for a few days, new clothes make you happy for a few hours, a major achievement boosts you for a few weeks, and then the feeling fades. Why? Because the mind within has never learned to feel full. But here is the good news. Contentment is a skill. It can be trained. Contentment lies not in dramatic actions, but in subtle practices. Learning to smile at what you already have. Learning gratitude for the simplest things. Learning to admit that sometimes your desires have grown far beyond what you truly need. Learning when to stop, even when your cravings beg you to continue. You can be poor materially, yet rich spiritually. You can have little, yet feel full. On the other hand, you can have everything, yet feel so empty that fear becomes the only thing inside you. Ultimately, true wealth is not measured by money, but by peace. A content heart cannot be robbed because it does not depend on external things. You become truly rich the moment you stop being enslaved by greed, when you stop envying others, when you stop proving yourself to the world, when you stop running in a race whose finish line you don't even know. Those who know enough do not wait for life to change before they choose happiness. They choose happiness now, and life changes naturally. They live simply but deeply. They own little but enjoy freedom. They walk slowly but reach further than everyone else because they are not drained by competition, not exhausted by desire, not controlled by society's expectations. They live by their own light, not by the reflections of others. Today, ask yourself, am I living like someone who has enough, or someone who is always lacking? Are you pursuing goals because they are meaningful, or because you're trying to prove something? Do you torture yourself with comparisons that bring no value? Are you letting desire drive your life instead of wisdom? If you want to change your life, start with something small. Write down 3 things you are grateful for. Choose one desire you can let go, one fear, one envy, one unnecessary craving. And once you do that, you'll realize something powerful. Peace has never been far. It has always been inside you, waiting for you to notice it. Thank you for watching this video. If this philosophy touched you, leave a comment sharing your perspective. What does enough mean to you? And don't forget to subscribe for more content on philosophy and personal growth. If you know someone trapped in the cycle of constant wanting, share this with them. Maybe that tiny hack is enough to change their life. Remember, the one who knows enough is truly rich, and sometimes changing a single thought can transform your entire destiny.